Whether he plays 3-4-3 or 3-5-2 or whatever he wants to play, they don't have the talent on the field. Regardless of the system, they do not have the talent in order to take the game to anybody.
But my argument would be they are mediocre at best.
Everywhere.
But they still have much, much better players than Southampton.
Right.
So why is it so difficult against a team that have been walloped by most of the Premier League?
They got beat 5 at home a couple of weeks ago.
Why is it so difficult for this side to? Can these players not handle the unrest coming from the stands at Old Trafford when somebody gives the ball away, or when Southampton score a goal and the crowd are moaning at you? Can they not handle that? Is that where it is? I mean, it has to be something, because we might not think Ugarte and whoever and Rasmus Højlund, we might not think they're the best players, Garnacho and whoever it is, but they're better than the opposition.
Yeah. So it comes down to City. We spoke about City the other day, and basically, certainly I think it comes down to the mentality. And it has to be the same, because as you've said, on paper, they've got better players than Southampton. But if you can't produce it, that's got to do with your mentality.
Yeah.
And that's the problem they have. Do they have talent? You could probably argue yes. But they don't have the mentality that when they step on the field, particularly at Old Trafford, they don't have the strength of character to take the game to the opposition.
And next up on Sunday, Jules, it's Brighton at Old Trafford.
Ooh.
Yeah, and that's again, it's a similar game, not so much today, because as we said, Southampton is one of the worst teams that we've ever seen in the Premier League, but it's a similar game to the Forest game, where United got just torn apart everywhere. It's a similar game to the Bournemouth game, where again, they were just not good enough, and Amorim was struggling to keep them in the game, struggling to find solutions to what the opposition, who are better than them, really. And I guess Brighton are still a young team, and I think maybe this is something. Old Trafford is quite an intimidating ground, as we saw today when they're pushing, etc. But really, you could clearly see a scenario where Brighton go to Old Trafford and just play them out of the park again. Because where do you go now? You've taken off Menu, Ugarte, Højlund so early in this game, half-time, start of the second half. You put Anthony on. What kind of message do you send to your own dressing room by bringing Anthony at half-time or after 50 minutes? And all he did was missing that sitter that my nan would have scored. What kind of message? The guy has never played for you. He's not good enough. Every player knows about it. And you bring him on in a game like that. I find some of Amorim's choices really, really strange. I know he's struggling, and clearly you can see his attitude on the touchline. He's just not. There's no serenity there at all. I get that, but some of the things he does, it really makes no sense.